Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Good evening for all engineers.
Walaikum Assalam.
Just a minute, 2-3 minutes, and we'll start. Let's start. Welcome for preparation course for UPDA exam with you, Dr. Sami. This is a quick intro for myself. I have a bachelor in mechanical engineer and also have a master and PhD in mechanical engineer. I have MBA in engineering management from Brooklyn Business School and certified international professional trainer from Monsieur State. Finally, VMA, Value Methodology Associate from Civ International, related for value engineering and so on. As a professional way, I am professional trainer for UPDA courses and other courses for mechanical, HVAC, firefighting, and so on for design with Green International. Assistant professor in mechanical engineering department, Cairo University, and mechanical consultant in one of the consultant company in Doha, Smart Group, with UPDA grade A. And finally, I'm co-founder for ZS Engineering Consultancy, mainly for MEP and sustainability, which and extended now to include architecture also. Just I need from you to give us intro for each one, your name, your company, mainly your professionals, which is management, engineering, maintenance, contracting, consultation. I know always have a background for mechanical, this is for sure. And finally, if you going to the exam before, or this is the first time for the exam, just one by one, please.
Okay, good evening. My name is William Hanson. Excuse the name. My son's name's up on my profile picture here. Mechanical engineer working for Black Cat as a project engineering manager, and I'm doing this training to undertake the exam for the first time.
You're welcome. Thank you. Next, please.
Hello, my name is Shajil Jubair. I'm from Bar Group in Doha. I'm a maintenance engineer for firefighting related systems. And I have 9 years experience in the field of firefighting. I'm looking forward to get this UPDA exam also. And I am a certified fire protection specialist from NFPA. Yeah,
Great.
that's it from me. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Next, please.
Good evening, all. My name is Sanjit Christie. I'm working as a project engineer in Stats Pipeline Service. This is in oil and gas field maintenance service, and this is my first time attending the UPDA exam. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, please. Who is still not introduce himself, please?
Yeah, my name is Hema. I'm from Elegant Facility Management. I'm working in Lusail for the operational maintenance of pump stations. And this is my first time.
You're welcome. Next, please. All finished? Anyone have a problem for Mike? You can make a chat. Okay. Today's session is just intro session. And the official first session, it will be the next one, inshallah. So we will start this intro first by describe the structure for the exam. Then going to this just make a presentation for the topics we're going to study and cover during the sessions related for our mechanical department. Let's see. First is exam. It is 25 questions. This is the total number of questions of exam. This 25 question, it should be solved during 1 hour. This is the time allowed for exam. The percentage to pass this exam is 50%. So 50%, you pass the exam, whatever the grade needed. The grade need is not related for the percentage of the result. This is related for the how many years of experience during this time, whatever in Doha or outside Doha. But all is supported by documentations, especially if you bring it years from out of Doha. So 13 question, you are pass. But actually, this is not our target. Our target to be going to the exam with relaxing to solve 20 at least questions. The shape of the exam, when you go to the exam, you have a monitor. We already make a simulation for LMS here established by Green International to present or make a simulation very close to the exam, what you see in exam. So here you'll find here, it's like bottoms here, this bottoms is 25 bottom according to the total number of question on exam. And this is here, you'll find the questions 1, 2, 3, up to 5. This first page going to next. So once you press next, going to second page from 6 up to 10. Then third page from 11 up to 15, and so on up to 25. Any question you solve it, you will find here that the color of this bottom is changed from white color, for example, to gray color, or from gray color to another color, but it changed color. So once you just take a look for this, anytime you can see how many questions you solved, how many questions not solved. This first point. Second point, if you press for this question, which is not solved before, if you press for this, just press for the bottom, you're going to the page, including this question to solve it direct. This is the second advantage for these buttons. Okay. My advice during the exam for the 1 hour to pass the exam easily, without any tension, without any stress during the solving the exam and feeling terrible. So what I need from you to be relaxed and make a time management for the exam. So to make this time management, we have 1 hour. We can divide this 1 hour in 2 parts. The first part, it is scan quickly for the old questions. It means I'm going to the questions, first page. I'm going to question one by one. Don't lose your time for any question. Don't stop for thinking a lot for any question. Any question you need to take a note for this question or something like that. Just take these notes in the paper you have. This is paper, you not bring it by yourself. This is shared by examiner. So if you want a paper or pencil, you can ask his examiner. He gives to you this paper. So just take here these notes. For example, you solve question number one, but solve question number two you don't solve. So you have a note for this question number two. Just write number two here and take this note here. Number 4, number 5, number 10, and so on. Take all notes here for this paper and solve the question you know, and keep it the question you don't know, or you have a doubt between two choices or whatever, or you have a long solving for numerical, whatever this status, solve only for the first round for the questions. The easy question you can solve. This is at least you can finish at least 7, 8, something like that, 9, in between, something like that, 7 to 9. So it means the number of questions remaining is about 17 questions. So this first time for the checking of all questions first time for first round, this is maybe take about 15 to 20 minutes. This is good time, 15 to 20 minutes. You know this question you solved already, and take notes for the other questions, so you can go directly for that question easily, okay? Or you don't take time. But the second round, this remaining question, if you divide for the remaining time, so almost the questions, you can solve it during 2 minutes and part. So consider 2 minutes. So it means don't take for any question for the second round more than 2 minutes. More than 2 minutes, you're going to critical time. Because if you take this 3 minutes and the other one is take 5 minutes and the other one is to take 2 minutes, after a half hour, you feel this, you lose time and you don't cover all questions. So you make a stress for you, and this not help you with good situation to can continue for the exam. Okay, so my experience, time management is very important during the exam. Time management is very important in exam. Okay. What is the exam cover? This is the first part, okay? What is the exam structure at all? What is the exam cover? Usually the exam here is cover NPA and BMB and mechanical questions. BMB for project management questions, this is usually 3 to 5 questions coming. One of these questions is numerical. This is the first part. NPA, this National Fire Protection Station, this is usually 2 to 3 questions maximum coming, and we will show you this is during session. We will study the type of question related for NPA, because this is not going details for NPA, okay? Not asking details for that, just a specific question coming for NPA. And for mechanical here, this is which is our core here. This is our discipline. So this is the core exam questions. So this is in between here 17 up to 20 questions. This is 17 minimum to 20 questions. The numerical question for this part is about minimum 60 question up to around 10 to 11, 12, something like that. This is the total number of numerical questions. Any question for this part? Any question here for the structure of the exam?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Just one doubt. On the start, you have mentioned the grade will be as per the number of years of experience. So that is after taking the UPDA, how many years I worked, or it is based on the past work experience?
No, this based for how many years of experience with documentation. For example, if you are working company in Doha, okay, and the number of years this proof you are engineering during this work, so it's counted. But if you don't prove that, it's not counted. From out of country should be bring a documentation related for that. Documentation related for that is like what? Is like certificate for experience from the company, stamped from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs related for your country, and also some countries is ask for insurance, social insurance, to prove you are already work during these years and so on, to can prove this number of years. This totally is not related to the exam percentage to pass. It means if you have 5 years experience, it means you need, for example, 70% to pass. No, all engineers require to pass 50%. That's it. But the grade after you pass is based for the documentation you submit to the municipality. He study and make a review for this to can classify you according to training, C, B, A, whatever.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Any more question for this page? We're all clear? Okay. Finally, if you solve, for example, at the beginning for first round for the question, 8 question, and after the second round, you solve, for example, 12 questions, so totally is 20, but 5 question, it is still have a doubt and you don't sure, don't keep question without select answer. Okay, so it, for example, keep it the last 5 minutes to just check for the top bottoms of the monitor to can which question is still not solved, and going to select this question and select the nearest you feel this is correct. So don't keep any question without answer. Okay, this is finally after you solve all question you can solve. The second part here, I present you the topics we will cover during the mechanical sessions. Here we're going to cover almost all topics for mechanical. We'll cover fluid mechanics, which is include starting by the definitions of the terms used like viscosity, vapor pressure, velocity, acceleration, and so on. And we'll study all about pressure, which is all related information about pressure and minimum pressure, equation pressure, and types of pressure, differential pressure meters, type of fluid, classification of the fluid, laminar, turbulent, viscous, inviscid, and so on. We'll study very important part in numerical. No exam, it is come without pass for this, without apply for this continuity equation. Continuity equation, it's usually it is one of the most questions in exam. Continuity equation, Bernoulli equation, energy equation, Hall losses calculation, buoyancy force, some related numbers for fluid mechanics. We're going to study like Reelons and others. And we study one of the application of fluid mechanics, which is a part of pumps. We study classifications of pump selection curve, types of pump, series and parallel, and some terms also like volute, like priming, and so on. Pump efficiency, affinity law, net post-instruction head calculation. As you see here, we will cover everything. We'll cover a part related for theoretical questions. We'll cover a part related for numerical questions. Thermodynamic topics here we study by units and understanding for the also some terms like pressure, volume, temperature, and so on. Thermal energy, temperature, and thermal equilibrium types of systems, gas laws, Dalton's law, and the kinetic theory, enthalpy. And continuous for thermodynamics here, general gas constant. We'll study some numerical like Zero's law of thermodynamics, first law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, type of processes here, specific heat, heat capacity analysis like volumetric, gravimetric, and homogeneous, heterogeneous system, water properties. And going to the next part for power cycles. We study power cycles for two types, which is usual or engine cycle and also reversed cycle. We'll study the cycle at the beginning for the Carnot, which is ideal one, and then going to study the practice cycle, which is here heat engine classified for external and internal, and we'll focus especially for rotary, which is the most one coming for numerical part. And jet engine also will cover compressor. Then the second part, reversed Carnot cycle, and we apply for this cycle by vapor refrigeration cycle. Vapor refrigeration cycle, very important cycle for numerical and theoretical. The two types of questions is coming a lot. Reversal Brighton cycle also, and CUB calculation, absorption refrigeration cycle, and continuous for the refrigeration part, which is a part of reversed power cycles by HVAC topic, which is covers the difference between the types of HVAC systems and thermometric chart, process of thermometric chart, and different types of dampers and condenser evaporators, cooling towers. Some of this data, it is support you for theoretical questions, and some of this data, it support you for numerical part. Heat transfer also here, we'll study the difference between heat transfer and thermodynamic and the mode of heat transfer, and also the numerical part for that, like conduction, convection, radiation equations, heat capacity and latent insensible heat, insulator materials, heat exchangers, and boilers. And going after that to the shift for these topics to another different topics, which is here is stress analysis, very important part in exam. Sometimes exam, it is have a lot of questions for this part, sometimes no. It based for the exam, not all exams the same sequence. So here stress analysis covers stress definitions, type of forces, type of stresses, type of strain, Hooke's law, difference between elastic and the plastic, ductile and the brittle, fatigue, impact, hardness, and Poisson's ratio, support types and reactions, force and moment equation, which is shear force diagram, bending moment diagram, materials equations, welding equations. The topic of NFPA, this is the next topic after that. This is covered here, two types of question. One is related for the codes and one is related for the frequent inspections and tests. This is we'll see during the topic. It's not take more time and just specific and little questions for this NFPA. Finally, BMB, this is project management board. Actually, the total number of sessions for this course is 10 sessions. This is 10 sessions. This is the total number of sessions for the course. This is divided in 3 parts. This here first, 5 sessions, then 3 sessions, and 2 sessions. This first 5 sessions, it will be with me, inshallah, to cover all topics I presented to you here. This is all topics I will present it to you, which is covered by numerical and theoretical. This is covered during 5 sessions, okay? And this, it will be online course here, online session. Second part, 3 sessions, this is for practice test, just to make a full simulation for the exam. During the 3 sessions, you solve the questions as mainly as you see in the exam. This is exam simulation. This it will be with engineering Irshad, and this it will be in class, and also it will be available online sessions. 2 sessions here for BMB. So this is practice for LMS for problem solving. Okay, 2 sessions here. This is for BMB with Mr. Ravi to cover the part of project management. This is cover all about theoretical question in exam and also numerical part. Finally, please just focus and don't forget units. calculator, and more practice. Study hard, keep calm. This is a little like advices, but this you will see the reflect for that during the exam, inshallah. Okay. Why this units? This is you will see together during the sessions. Units, I put the load of the units is about 50% in exam for numerical part. 50% in exam for numerical question based for units, especially for almost all question coming by British. So take care for units. I will show you during the sessions why we take care for units, for simple questions, for direct substitutions. But units, you lose the question by units. Speed. Okay. Calculator also very important to can apply and practice for that, because the calculator available in exam, it is not usual calculator used. This is only BC calculator. So it's important to make a practice for this calculator to make easier during apply on exam, to be easier during apply on exam. If you have any question for this part we cover for the slides, you can ask me, please. Anything not clear, any question you need to ask? No question? Okay, that's fine. So now we're going to the second part. Just 1 minute. For we can now shift with engineering Irshad. He present you what we will do during the sessions for LMS, and how to can use the website for this board, for LMS board, and how to apply for the question, and how to solve and make a practice for exam and so on. This is all about this point. He will present to you now. Any question before we shift? Okay, that's great. The schedule for the sessions, it will be shared with you by WhatsApp for the sequence of these sessions. Okay, thank you so much. Engineering Irshad.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. Happy Ramadan for all.
Happy Ramadan.
I will make you now just a minute. I make stop here for the sharing,
Yeah.
and make you host. You can share.
Thank you.
Yes, now it's okay, ready. Fine now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
So good evening. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Arshad. I'm your tutor for taking the 3 practical sessions which will be solved in the class. So first, I will guide you through the portal, LMS portal, which will be your portal, have all the details of your course, your live schedules, documents, and all other videos. So when you can someone confirm the screen is being shared?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is your LMS portal. So the portal appears like this. So in that portal, you will have the specific course, which, because this is an admin panel, so everything will be available, will be shown. But for you, it will be only specifically, you can see only the UPDA mechanical course in this portal. So once you click on the start course, you can see the course materials here. So the presentations, which will be taken by Dr. Sami, as well as the PMP presentations, PPT will be available in this section. You can see almost 5 PPTs. Along with, you have the mock-up test. There is almost 18 mock-up VAQ questions, 17 VAQ questions, and rest of the simulation mock-up test up to 26. So all the tests you can appear for the real-time exam. Along with that, you can get the results in these specific exams. Once the below that, you can see the live schedule. So I hope you might have joined through the link which is given on the live schedule. If not, please follow this link. So the schedule will be uploaded here, and you can directly click on the link, and you can start entering into the class through live portal. So apart from this, if you go back to the home page, so here you can see the my test. So as I said, for you only the mechanical will be up here. So I'm just showing a sample of this. So once you start the test, so you can see the test, which is the resemblance of your real-time exam. So when you are appearing for the UPDA exam in ministry, you can see the similar portal that will have a set of instructions like you have 60 minutes to complete the exam. There will be 25 questions. You don't have negative marks. So all these instructions will be given. You can read all these instructions. You can click onto it, and you can enter the portal for attempting for the exams. So you will have 25 questions, and your time starts from 59 minutes. That is from 1 hour back to 0. Okay, it count backs. So you can see the n number of questions. You can attempt for the questions, each questions. There is 4 options here. So if you click on the your answer, it will appear in a different color. You can see the changes of the color here. So if there is a doubt in your question, so you can click on the review and you can move to the next. So that will appear in a different color. So that will help you to get back to the questions when you are appearing for your real-time exam.
Sorry, sir. In the screen, it is still showing start test. So, are you already entered inside the test, or you are
Yeah.
just keep?
Can you see this? Oh, sorry. Oh, the real exams cannot be shared because it's a protected portal. So you can try attempting these exams. So while taking the class, I will guide you. In the first class, the 10-15 minutes will be guiding through what are all the do's and don'ts in your real-time exam. Okay, that will enables you to be much clear about how the exams will be, what are the possible questions you can expect, and what are all the things you can do, and what are the things you have to avoid in your real-time exam. Those discussions will be on the first session, first 15 minutes for that sessions. 15 minutes for, we will discuss on how the exam portals and what are the do's and don'ts in your real-time exam. Okay, so because the screen cannot be shared, it's a protected portal. You cannot share the screen. So I will share it on your first class. Okay, so getting back to the home screen. So the next option is the product. You can see the other courses, and in the my course you can see the mechanical start course, which we have seen earlier regarding the course material and all these things. And the live schedules will be given here, and your report card. So once your exam is finished, your mock test is attempted, you can get the report here. So how much is your mark? How much you have answered the questions? What are the wrong answers? How much is the unanswered questions? All these you can see in the reports. So there will be a scorecard along with the solution report. So in the solution report, Can you see the solution report? Yes. So in the solution report, you can see the explanation for this. So each question will have the explanation. So even if your question is wrong, so what is the possible steps, or what are all the steps to perform the questions to get the answer. So those solution reports will be displayed in the solution section. Okay. So we'll get back to the portal homepage. So the documents will be there. Documents is not applicable for you. It's for QCDD, and there will be documents for project management, PMP. So you can see the PMP sessions here in the document section. So you can refer to that apart from the PowerPoint presentation. Now get back to the portal again. So the last is the video. So you can, if you have any work schedule or you cannot attend the class on your given time, you can view the recorded session and you can practice the questions. If you missed, or if you couldn't be able to attend a session, you can get the recorded sessions in this section, in the videos. So you will have the videos of previous batches as well. All the videos will be uploaded in this section. Is there any doubt in using the portal? So I hope everyone have received your email ID along with the password for using this LMS portal. Just go through the portal, and if there is any doubt, you can ask in our first session. Okay, clear? If there is any doubt, you can ask me now.
Rishat, just
Yes,
one
sir.
doubt. On actual exam, after completing, immediately we will know whether it is pass or failed.
Yeah, you will get the result.
Okay. Same like the portal which is shown, or
No. You will submit the exam, and within 1 hour you will get the result.
okay.
Okay. Any other questions? If there is no question, we can move to the next topic. Regarding the problem solving classes, we have 3 classes. So once Dr. Sami have finished all the theoretical part, we will move on to the problem solving classes. The problem solving is 3 classes. In that 3 classes, the first class is mostly focusing on thermodynamics and thermal engineering related topics, and a few topics of turbo machineries will also be covered in the first topic. In the second topics, you will have refrigeration and air conditioning, fluid mechanics, and turbo machineries. In the third class, you will have design topic as well as refrigeration and air conditioning, then heat transfer, and some topics related to general topics that you can expect the questions from the general topics will also be covered in the third session. So your toughest part will be, as Dr. Sami said, your toughest part will be in unit conversions. So there are n number of unit conversions you have to make to get it into the answer, because we will be asking you metric units as well as for the empirical units. You have to change from these metric to empirical and vice versa. So that is the toughest part you will be facing while attempting for your real exam with respect to UPDA. For this, we will guide you through how to tackle this unit conversions, you don't have to memorize much of the values, because it's not so easy to memorize all the unit conversions from all the different standards. So we will guide you through how to tackle these problems when we are on the first class. In the first class, we will guide you through how to use the unit conversions and what are all the easiest method to overcome this. So what are all the things you have to memorize the values, which values you have to memorize, and which values you can get it from the portal. Those details will be discussed in our first class. So in your real-time exams, that you will not be allowed to take any of the materials like calculators, any scientific calculators, or no calculators, not even scientific or normal calculators. Calculators are not allowed, paper or pencil, nothing is allowed. No electronic gadgets are allowed. You have to go in an empty-handed, and you will be provided with a paper and pen for appearing for the for making the practice, and you can use the system calculator to do the calculations. So you have to be familiarized with what are the contents in your system calculator. Please don't try to use your scientific calculator for practicing your UPDA exam. You have to be familiarized with your scientific calculators. Is there any doubt until this?
Excuse me, myself, Kiran.
Yes.
I just want to know that you said that the last it was you said it should be not used scientific calculator or not.
No calculators are allowed for no physical calculators are allowed to take on the exam.
Okay, fine. Okay, you mentioned that you can take scientific. That's the reason. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, you can use only the system calculator. No physical calculators are allowed.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
I have one question. This system calculator, is it of scientific calculator, the same like scientific calculator, or it's a normal calculator?
Yes, it's a scientific calculator.
Okay, so we have to practice scientific calculator.
Yes, you have to practice with the scientific calculators, because there are some methods to use the system calculator. For example, if you are using log or ln, you have to first enter the value first, then you have to click on the log or ln or e power x. So such details you have to be familiarized with using with the system calculator, because the practice, the method of using the scientific calculator is different and using the system calculator is different. So you have to be familiarized with the system calculator. Yeah.
Is it a part of the session? They will teach us how to use the scientific calculator
Yes.
and all.
Yes.
Okay.
In the first session of practical class, you will be given a training how to use the values in the scientific calculators, and along with the practical session, some of the questions we will show you how to solve this question in the scientific calculator as well.
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? I hope there is no questions. So we'll move to the next topic. That is, as you know, the body of the classes. The first 5 classes will be purely theoretical class that will be handled by Dr. Sami, and the next 3 sessions will be practical problem solving classes that will be handled by me, and the next 2 sessions will be PMP. Those classes will be handled by Mr. Ravi. So you can opt the last 2 sessions of PMP as well as the 3 sessions of practical class, either in the one-to-one class on the institute near Muntaza, or you can opt the online session. It's up to you to opt for either of the options, but I prefer you to be on the class during the practical sessions. It will be very easy for you to interact with while solving the questions in the class. So I prefer you to be on the class, but if you cannot, still you can attend on the online sessions as well. Fine. So we have covered all the topics of introductory class. Today is just an introductory class. No sessions will be taken on this class. Your sessions schedule will be given on the portal as well as in the group. It will be uploaded by our admin. So if there is any doubt on that, you can post it on the group. And in the group, me, Mr. Ravi and Dr. Sami will be in the group. So if you have any questions, doubts related to the questions, you can post it on the group and we will answer for them. Yeah. Is there any question until this?
Yes, I have a question. This mock
Yes.
test, it is there posted in the group, the LMS system, right?
Yes.
This mock test, each and every question has the like the solved answers like that.
Yes.
Anything like
All
that?
the questions. No, when you are attempting for the test, you cannot see the solutions. You have to attempt like a real-time exam. Once you submit your test, you will get a report. In that report, you will have the solution report as well. Clear, engineer? So during your test, when you are appearing for the mock test, you cannot get the solutions immediately during your exam. So once you submit your that particular session of test, then you will go to the report session and you will get the solution report there. In each test, you have 5 attempts to get the practice. So almost like 36 questions, set of questions are there. You will have five attempts for each test, like test 1, VIQ test 1 and the mock-up test 1. Each test you will have 5 attempts. So in that 5 attempts, the questions will not be in the same pattern because the questions will be in a pool. So each attempt when you are appearing for the test, you will have a different set of questions. It will not be the same. So maybe the sequence will be changed. Some questions will be added and some questions will be removed. So it will be like a new test. It's not the same test. Even if you're attempting the same mock-up test number, for 5 times, you will get the 5 different set of questions. So that will help you to practice more and more.
Hello. One more thing. The stimulation exam is for 240 minutes. I mean, it's like just for a practice section, practice type of exam, right?
Pardon? I didn't get you.
There's a mechanical 5 stimulations, right? Stimulation exams. That attempt.
Mock-up test?
Not mock-up. It shows like.
Yes. 5 attempts you can make for one set of question. Yes.
No, that I'm talking about the duration of 240 minutes. That which is that old, I guess.
No, some questions it is because some questions we have included with 40 number of questions. The question is same. So when you are doing a consolidated test, like if you have studied with the part by part of each section, then if you are attempting for a consolidated test, the test session will be more. That doesn't mean that the real-time exam test is different. Your real exam is 60 minutes and 25 questions. This is just for sake of practice. The timing will be on the portal.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Any other questions? So you will be given a notes at the end of practice session regarding the NFPA. So in the general topic, you can expect some questions from the NFPA. That's mainly regarding to ITM, inspection, testing and maintenance, like frequency of inspection, testing and maintenance, whether it is a semi-annually, monthly or annually. So the frequent questions have been formulated in a table, and those notes will be given on your 3rd session of practice questions. So along with that, there will be some notes with the formulas as well as with the values which you have to memorize. Some values you have to memorize because, for example, if you are using a acceleration due to gravity, so the gravity value will be 9.81 meter per second square, but you have to memorize with feet per second square as well. So such values you have to be memorize those values. Those values will be given on with a set of notes, handwritten notes that will be given on the end of third session. So rest of this is in the portal. Is there any doubt? Any more questions? So if there is no question, we can wind up today's session. Today's session is a practical introductory class. So the next session will be the admin will post you the starting of the sessions, and it will be uploaded in the schedule as well. During the Ramadan, the timing is from 8:30, and once the Ramadan is finished, it will be on the normal time from 7 to 10.
Sorry, so from 8:30 till what time?
8:30 till 10, 10 to 10, no, sorry, 8:30 to 10:30.
10:30, okay.
Yes, 2 hours class. And after Ramadan, it will be 3 hours. There will be 10 minutes break in between.
Will it be a continuous class or what, day by day? I mean,
No, it will be an alternative days. So it will be Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Tuesday and Thursday, right?
Sunday, yes, Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay, okay.
Any more questions? So if there is no question, we can wind up today's session. Today's session is just an introductory class. It will give you a rough idea of what are the portals and exam areas which you have to focus on. So from the first session, you will be given a training on what are all the prospective areas you have to focus on your exam point of view. And in the practical session, we can solve the real-time exam, typical real-time exam questions. You can get familiarized with how the questions will be, how to approach for these questions, and we'll solve on the class. So if there is no doubt or any questions, we can wind up today's session, and we'll meet on the class.
Thank you, Irshad. Thank you, Ravi.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.